Hello, hello, this is Irene with SaugaTalks. Hello, everyone. If you are on SaugaTalks today, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you follow and you like and comment, because if you don't like what we do here, still put like in. Maybe some others will like it. Yeah, jokes apart, jokes apart. I speak weekly with fascinating people who are so generous with their time, with their energy, with their expertise and experiences, that I do care if some extended audience will get to know Soga Talks and will get to hear some of the pearls of this wisdom. So hello everyone again. Today I'm extremely privileged. Harrison Goode with me. Hello Harrison, how are you?
Hello, I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for inviting me on. I'm really excited to join you.
Pleasure is mine. The pleasure is mine, Harris. We agreed to talk about some of the important technology trends over there. I mentioned RPA, intelligent automation, AI, and ML, okay, in the title today. But for
Yes.
those who are new to the field, let's broaden up a little bit. Let's democratize knowledge a little bit. Can you spell out RPA, AI, ML, and IA for the sake of our audience?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So in terms of RPA, that stands for robotic process automation. In layman's terms, essentially, it really is essentially a piece of software that can automate tasks on behalf of a person. So, if you've got a certain task on your computer that you can do, the RPA can effectively copy and mimic that and do it for you. And obviously, it can do it a lot faster. And if it's done right, it can do it with minimal errors. So, really interesting and exciting piece of technology that's being used by a lot of businesses across the globe nowadays. And I guess moving on to, the next step would be intelligent automation. So very, very similar to RPA in a way, but slightly more advanced in certain areas as well. Intelligent automation can almost be classed as an umbrella term for a number of different technologies. So things like conversational AI that fall into it. That's another part of intelligent automation, whether it's a chatbot or whether it's speech recognition. That falls under the intelligent automation banner. I would also say process mining and task mining. Those types of technologies also fall into intelligent automation. And then the next step beyond that, you mentioned machine learning and ML. Machine learning is a much more advanced version of automation in a way, using certain programming languages. It can be Python, it can be R, and other technologies as well, to dive a bit deeper into real machine learning algorithms where the algorithm itself learns with the more data that you put into it. And I guess all of those then fall under the AI umbrella in certain forms themselves. So they're all varying stages of artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence ranges from almost like the likes of RPA, but all the way through to things like IBM Watson and supercomputers that can do much more than we can do as humans at a fraction of the speed and a fraction of the time as well that it takes a lot of us to do stuff. So hopefully that gives a quick sort of overview to a lot of your listeners and people watching us today.
It does, it does. So let me put my 5 cents. So some of these technologies are not brand new. RPA has been known for a couple of decades, right? Automation, what used to be business process automation field, right, is also not quite fresh. So can you enlighten us? What's new in 2022 in these exciting fields you mentioned? Of course, with infusion of AI in the business processes, in the enterprise automation, right? What's new? What's kind of hot and shiny toy, this year? Yeah.
Yeah. Like you say, with RPA in itself, it has been around for many years now, even back before when it was almost like Excel macros or other sort of screen scraping and screen recording type technologies. They've almost taken that and really advanced it. And I would say a lot of things that the RPA can do now and these technologies, they are much more advanced. And that, when you say new and shiny, I would say the more intelligent automation technologies that we're starting to see now. So one thing that I mentioned earlier around conversational AI. So for instance, virtual chatbots or intelligent virtual agents, whether it is on chat or whether it is on speech, these technologies can actually understand what someone's trying to say, whether it's over an email or a text or a chat bot on the website, or even over the phone. If someone calls up, on the other side, the AI can really understand what that person's trying to say and hold a full conversation with that person as well, rather than just providing yes or no answers or pointing them to a certain part of the website. It can hold a full conversation and actually help that person with the outcome. So the advancements that we've seen in that type of technology, that is probably the newest and shiniest technology that we're seeing a lot of enterprise integrate into their businesses nowadays to not only improve customer satisfaction, but also employee satisfaction as well. The employees that were usually there doing those jobs themselves, they can now focus on more business critical tasks or things that perhaps require a bit of human empathy, and leave the easy tasks to the intelligent automation that they've got in the business. So yeah.